Heidi.
To learn,
I'm vegan.
to discover your empathy.
Do you have empathy?
Every day's a new day.
It's a new day.
To learn,
We can learn.
and to be vegan with me.
You guys, you can be vegan with me. This is a great day. Why can't this be your vegan declaration day? It's as good as any. Hello over here on TikTok. Hi on YouTube. Hello, Axel. Thanks for coming. Hi, Mighty. Somebody, Ashton, and it's going too fast. Turtle, over here on TikTok. Who do we have? Somebody came out as gay already? Never takes too long. Guys, this is a place to come out as a vegan, though. Okay, coming out as vegan. If you want to come out as gay, you can do that, but this isn't really the place. You know, we're coming out as vegan. We are telling everybody that we are ending the exploitation of animals. Thank you, Mary, for all the little roses, guys. Thanks for already tapping 2,000 times. I already have a first super chat over here from Zoe. Zoe, thank you for the $2 donation. Guys, everybody tap on the screen, press the like button, and let's get right into our lesson for today. It's Sunday, by the way. I'm in Italy. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. And today our plan is to walk on a mountain with some friends. And also we're going to go to the hospital because a family friend is ill, somebody who ate animals, and we tried to tell him, you got to stop eating animals or you're going to have problems with your circulation and you're going to have all kinds of other problems. And sure enough, there he is in the hospital with poor circulation and has a breathing machine. I don't know exactly. I'm going to go see what the state is. Anyway, guys, be vegan for the animals, but it just also happens to be good for your health.
Mate.
Thank you. I'm also very, very, very glad to meet you. Thanks for coming. All right, let's see who else we have here. Oh, Angel came out as gay. All right, Angel, you can be gay, bisexual, you know, whatever, but just you know, this isn't really the place to come out. But of course, I know you're probably trying to give me the message that because you're gay, it also means you're vegan, right? Because if you're against oppression and you want to have gay rights to get married, to adopt children, on all of these things, you're against oppression. Not just for your own group, though, right? All you gay people, all you lesbians. Good, I'm glad to see that we're all in agreement there. So of course, all people, everybody should be out as a vegan. You should all be kind to animals. You should all not be exploiting them, and you shouldn't be stealing from them. Don't steal their milk. Don't steal their eggs. What else, guys? What else should we not steal from them? Somebody says they don't eat cats. Okay, well, don't eat any animals then. A cat, a cow, a dog, a pig, all the same. They all want to live. All right, let's get the next person in here over on TikTok. Oh, this person, Mary, has 2 crosses. That means she must be very vegan, because of course a Christian would never abuse any animals.
Hi.
Hi, thanks for coming. I'm so happy you're vegan.
Yeah, I'm not vegan.
You're not vegan? Why not?
I don't know, maybe I might be a vegan one day.
What do you mean? You were already a vegan. You were born vegan. You never wanted to hurt animals when you were born, and your mother's milk was vegan because it was given freely and not stolen. I want you to go back to your roots and be vegan again, all right?
Yeah, can I read a card?
Sure. Okay. Where's my cards that I just did? Okay, I did a bunch today. We're going to start over. Okay, you're a Christian, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how would Jesus kill a baby lamb? How would he do it? Can you picture it?
No, I can't.
That's right. Because there's no way that he would have eaten any animals, and he would not approve of you eating the animals either.
Yeah, are you a Christian?
Here's a random fact for you. No, I'm not a Christian. I think that religious people are hypocrites in general. They all say that they're kind. They say that they want to follow God and Jesus, but the vast majority of them are extremely cruel to animals. They pay people to cut their heads off. Here's your card for the day.
Okay. Biology and evolution questions. Question 15. But if our ancestors didn't eat meat, would their brain still have evolved? Actually, brain development is influenced by many factors, not just diet. Science shows us that a vegan diet is entirely compatible with maintaining a very healthy brain. Which vegan foods can you put in your car next time
Okay,
you go
after there's a
shopping?
period at the end of the sentence, you have to pause, because otherwise it sounds like the word which is blended into the other part. Okay, now you're asking a question. All right, try to read the last sentence, and remember, it's a question.
Okay. Which vegan foods can you put in your car next time you go shopping?
All right, that's better. So, which vegan foods can you put in your shopping cart?
Cucumbers. I love cucumbers.
Okay, all fruits, all vegetables, all nuts, all seeds like pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds, all of these things, and all kinds of different beans and legumes, lentils, all of that, okay? And what kind of milk could you put in your shopping cart?
Soy milk.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like you know a lot. Have you been watching my channel a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know it takes 100 clicks to become vegan, right? It takes 100 times that you have to think about it. All right, so you know what the definition of veganism is. You don't exploit animals. You don't steal from them. So you already know what to put in the shopping cart. You already know what to put in your body. You already know, as a Christian, that it says in the Bible, don't kill, don't steal. And if you are eating a chicken wing, you have stolen so much from a chicken. Someone's family member, you stole their life. You stole their freedom. All right, so I don't want you to eat chickens anymore or any other animals, okay? Tap on this.
I remember you made a song like I think it was a couple of years ago about animals.
Yeah, I made lots of songs. I have literally hundreds, probably thousands even, so many songs. So you've been watching me for years, so then you have no excuse. You have already gotten your clicks. So today's the day you're going to be vegan. So today's February 22nd. Put your hand on your heart. Okay, this is enough messing around. Now's your day. All right?
Okay, now's my day. I'm trying to get ready.
You're gonna be vegan today, starting today. Here's your card. I want you to put your hand on your heart, and I want you to read this promise nice and slowly. Okay, this is a promise.
Okay.
Not to hurt the cows anymore. All right, well, first look.
Okay.
Hold on. Read this card first, okay, to make sure that you understand. This is what you're paying for every time you eat cheese, yogurt, drink milk. Okay, read this out loud.
Okay. The dairy industry rapes mother cows.
Do you think that rape is wrong?
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm. So we shouldn't do it to any animals. We shouldn't pin down any animals
I agree.
and stick things into them and force them to be pregnant. It's insanity. All right, read the next one.
Okay, kidnaps their babies.
Are you okay with kidnapping babies?
No, I'm not okay with that. That is absolutely horrible.
Right.
And cruel.
Can you imagine if when you were little that somebody had kidnapped you and your mother's like crying, you're crying, and then somebody pins her down and forces the milk out of her that belonged to you? This is how fucked up the dairy industry is. Today is the day you're going to be vegan. Read some more.
Okay. Murders the boys. Steals their milk.
Can you just... How do you think we ended up so cruel as a society? It's so insane.
Yeah, exactly.
Repeats the cycle.
I agree with you.
Repeats the cycle over and over.
Repeats the cycle
over and over.
Because people keep buying milk, cheese, yogurt, and ice cream. Drink soy milk instead.
Yes, very good. Drink soy milk instead. All right, so guys, everybody here, we have about 1,000 people in total. We're watching here. This is my TikTok channel. Hi, everyone on TikTok. Everybody on YouTube, hello. Thank you. And to the person named Oreo Kittler, somebody wrote, there are children watching this. Stop swearing. Meanwhile, this person eats dead animals in front of children, but this person wants me to stop Swearing. Here's something for you. How about you fuck off? Yeah, that's for you. Here, let me see if I can tap on you and put you in a timeout. There you go. Actually, I've hidden you completely as a user. Just gotten rid of you. Anytime you write a comment, nobody's going to see it except you. Do not tell me not to speak to children. I'm here to do the job that I was not able to do in the school system. Children have a right to know that when they're drinking cow's milk, they are hurting cows. Their teachers lied to them. Their parents lied to them. Everybody has a right to know. All right, so every time that you drink cow's milk, you are repeating the cycle over and over again because people keep buying milk, cheese, yogurt, and ice cream every time you contribute. What should you drink instead?
Soy milk.
Can you think of another one as well?
Almond milk.
And one that starts with an O.
I can't think of any more.
O-A?
Um,
O-A-T.
Oat milk.
Yeah, oat milk, okay? So soy milk is the best when it comes to protein, and oat milk is right up there as well, but soy milk is the best. All right? Okay, so let's get ready for our vegan promise. Put your hand on your heart.
Okay.
All right? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you sure? Because I don't want you to say, I don't want you to come back and say, that vegan teacher forced me.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. No, in all seriousness, this is the right thing to do. And this is just one step, okay? This is to promise not to drink cow's milk anymore or eat anything to do with cow's milk products, okay? You can do it. All right. Guys, everybody listen up. We have somebody who's going to read the vegan promise to stop drinking dairy. Everyone who wants to participate, you've had enough of violence. You're so sick of hurting the animals. You're tired of watching me and feeling guilty. Put your hand on your heart. Everyone can do this.
My vegan promise, no more dairy. I promise to stop drinking cow's milk because I'm against stealing. I'm also against paying people to steal on my behalf. Since I wouldn't want anyone to take the milk from human mothers and babies that I love, I also don't want anyone to steal milk from animals either.
Well, you did it. You did one of the vegan promises. Look, there's so many others just about the dairy industry. You did a good job. Guys, everyone, I want you to keep tapping on the screen. What's your name, Mary?
Yeah.
And you're a Christian, and you're named after Jesus' mother.
Yeah.
How do you think she would feel right now, knowing that you are trying really hard to become vegan?
I think she'd be so proud.
I do too. Can I give you a hug?
Of course.
Okay, now I can't really hug you, so you're gonna have to hug yourself. Don't be embarrassed, just do it, okay? Give yourself a hug and pretend I'm hugging you, okay? Big hug, very proud of you.
Okay.
Because you weren't mean, okay? You were kind, and you're trying. That's really important, all right? Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Guys, let's keep tapping on the screen, all right? This young lady deserves a lot of praise. That's right, exactly. Somebody just put a big heart on the screen. Fantastic. What a wonderful way to start the day. Everybody here, you guys on YouTube, did you see that? Did you hear it? Right? All of you guys can be vegan. Start today. Don't eat cats, don't eat cows, don't eat chickens, don't eat mice, don't eat anyone. Just be vegan from now on. Let's go to the next one. Okay, guys with the rodeo hats. No rodeo hats on my head, TikTok. Guys on YouTube, if you don't understand what's happening, on TikTok, they put these decorations on my head. Wait, they're doing it right now. Cut it out. It's like these cartoon things. They put hats and mustaches, and I don't want that one. I don't want that kind of decoration because the rodeo industry is a cycle of misery. Anyone who takes their children to the rodeo is participating in child abuse because children should not be seeing this violence. It should not be normalized. The problem with our society is that children at a young age are taught to be racist towards animals. That's not cool. For example, they will eat cows, and they will say, the parents will say, it's okay to eat a cow, oh, but don't hurt a dog, which is ridiculous because in all ways that matter, There's no difference between them. Don't eat anyone. You guys on YouTube? All right, look at this. Let me fix this. Tofu doesn't scream. Be kind to the animals. Don't hurt them. You guys on TikTok? Thanks a lot. Oh, I'm gonna, yes, you can join. All right, so how it works, guys, over here on YouTube, if you want to put a super chat on the screen, I will try my best to read it out loud because it's going very fast right now. I did see somebody say about we need protein. Well, plants have protein. How the heck do you think I'm living? I'm 61 and I'm in great shape. I'm totally fine, totally normal. Actually above average. If you compare me to all the other 61-year-olds, I'm doing all right, you know? How many 61-year-olds do you know who can do a handstand against the wall? I can do it for 60 seconds. My granddaughter timed me the other day. All right, let's go to the next person. Thank you, everyone. By the way, continue to tap on screen. You guys are doing great. Thanks. Oh, thank you for the $1 donation, Secret Girl 8803. I'll press the heart and I'll press the like button. Thank you very much. That's really sweet of you to be participating here in kindness. Hi.
Hello.
Can you tell us a vegan fact? What do you know so far?
Well, I know quite a few different things about veganism. I mean, the general definition of it is not to exploit animals when it's unnecessary.
Excellent. Very good. Yes, that's an amazing start. All right. So how are you doing on your vegan journey?
I'm not vegan, and I'm technically not trying to be vegan.
Okay. So you know that it hurts animals, but you don't give a fuck.
If you want to put it in that way, I suppose, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, but I can't speak to you because I'm only speaking to kind people who are not narcissists or psychopaths. I'm here to talk to people who actually care and are trying to change. You see, you are not my demographic. Can't help you. Okay, you've decided already to be a piece of shit. I don't even know if you kick cats or cut the heads off dogs. I don't know what you do. But I ask you if you're trying to be vegan and you're like, I don't really care. So bye, don't ever come back. Let's go to the next person. This person's name is Aaron.
Hi.
Hi, Aaron. Are you over 18?
Yes.
Okay, you know the rule, right? Guys, no rodeo hats on that vegan teacher's head. That is something that I dread. Put a chicken on my shoulder instead. Oh, I just saw something blue pop up on my phone. Hold on, one sec. It's going so fast. Guys, thank you for all the letter L's. L is for lentils. That's wonderful. Keep spamming the letter L, everyone. Koi Toll says, all milk is bad for you. All milk. Nope, that's not true. Okay, I appreciate the $1.99, but that's not true. Mother's milk is the best thing for their baby. It's actually perfectly formulated for each species. So cow's milk is perfect for cows. Whale milk is perfect for whales. Shh, one sec. I'm just answering over here. I'll be right there. All right.
Okay.
Human milk is perfect for baby humans. Okay? So don't write that again. All right? But thank you for the super chat. Guys, if you want to teach facts, make sure you got the facts right, okay? It's great. Put your super chats in here to teach, and I will read them out if you have some good vegan facts. What you can do is actually go to the internet and find some, right? Like plants have protein, like lentils have 18 grams of protein per cup. Like do a bunch of research and put them on here, and I will read them out loud, okay? That's how you do good in the world. Everybody should do a couple of good deeds every day. That's way that you can help the animals. All right, Erin.
Yeah.
You ready to read this card?
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, you say, hi, everyone. I'm the teaching assistant.
Hi, everyone. I'm the teaching assistant.
Then say, tap on the screen with two fingers. Oh.
Tap on the screen with 2 fingers.
Oh, that's good. Hey, I like the enthusiasm. All right. And say, encourage me.
Encourage me.
Yes. All right. Now you're ready to read. Read the whole thing.
Circle of life questions. Question 16. But lions eat meat, so shouldn't we do the same? Lions are obligate carnivores. They must eat meat to survive. Humans can survive perfectly well just eating plants. So it's our duty not to harm innocent animals.
Okay, great. So what is the boy eating here? Or what is he holding a sign that says?
He says eat tofu.
Yeah, good. Excellent. All right, so let me just read a super chat over here. Somebody says, Ellen says, or Ellie and Jesus, Elle and Jesus gave a $2 donation in Australian money. Hi from, I'm here in Italy. I'm Canadian, but hey, thanks. Nice to see you guys from Australia. Says that Jesus loves me. I know. I know that Jesus loves me, but I don't love God. I think God is really cruel. God created lions to devour baby zebras in front of their crying mothers. God created snakes to eat babies, little baby rabbits who never did a single thing wrong. God created all kinds of terrible things in the world. But Jesus, that guy seems nice. Yeah, I'd like to have met him. And I don't believe for 1 second that he ever even hurt the fish. It's just not possible. If the nicest person in the world with magical powers, apparently he had some, he would have created other things for people to eat if they were hungry. Yeah. If Jesus was here right now, he'd say, Miss Katie, you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. And I'd say, no problem, Jesus. And I would say to Jesus, Jesus, can you look at the people and tell me what message would you give them? We have 1,000 people on TikTok and we have 2,000 people on YouTube. Hey, Jesus, what would you say to these people? And Jesus would say, don't eat cats or cows. That's right. That's what Jesus would say. And then he would say, don't eat anyone. Be like Miss Katie. Be like that vegan teacher. Get on social media and teach the facts. Be a vegan teacher. All right. So, Erin, you ready to read a card?
Yeah.
All right. Here's this one. This is number 17.
Circle of life questions. Question 7. Animals kill other animals, so why isn't it okay for us? Well, some humans also kill other humans. We don't need to model our ethics on those who harm. We have moral agency. Just because a wolf kills doesn't mean humans should. We have grocery stores. They don't. Eat kale.
Yeah. Good. You did a good job reading. How do you feel about the way you read that?
Good.
Good. All right. Do you have any questions for me, or do you want to teach another vegan fact on your own that you know about?
I have a question. I've been thinking about this for a long time in case I get to go on live with you. Okay, so basically, if you were dying and
first of all, I just want to say one thing right away, okay? We're all dying. From the moment we're born, we're all dying. Okay? So yeah. So I am dying. So, yeah, the question is?
Okay. So, if you were literally you're about to die, you're on your deathbed, and there was this one injection that could save you. However, it contains animal fat. Would you have the injection?
Oh, that's a very good question. I have a better question for you, though, since that situation will never happen. Okay? Are you vegan yet?
No, I'm on my vegan journey.
Good. Would you like to read a card promising to stop drinking cow's milk?
Yeah, I was thinking of becoming dairy-free because it flares up my eczema.
Oh, no, that's not the reason to do it, though. That's great.
Oh, yeah, and because I love cows and other animals.
Yeah, and even if you don't love cows, you know they have a right to live, and you shouldn't be hurting them. All right, here's one for you, okay? This is a different vegan promise, but it's still about the dairy industry. I would like you to put your hand on your heart, and I want you to read it, okay? And if somebody says to you, why don't you drink dairy products? Why don't you drink milk? Or why don't you eat dairy products? I don't want you to talk about your asthma. I want you to say, because I'm striving to be as vegan as possible and I don't want to hurt the animals.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, tell everyone to tap on the screen.
Tap on the screen, guys.
Say encourage me.
Encourage me.
All right, we're up to 65.8 thousand. What do you see? What number do you see on your screen?
I see 66.9 thousand.
Whoa, it's going up. All right, it's going up fast. Guys, thank you for participating. There's 1,300 of you on TikTok. If you want to come and talk to me, you get to go to the top of the list depending on the kind of decoration that you put on the screen. So if you put a giraffe on the screen, I think your name goes pretty much to the top, or a whale. So if you want to be next, that's what you have to do. You guys over here on YouTube, if you want me to read out loud what you are writing, then you have to put a super chat on. What is going on? Okay, somebody wants to leave. Somebody says, y'all should leave the live. Okay, so I just made you leave. Okay, now nobody can read your comment anymore. Why are you here if you don't want to be here? Person's like, let's leave the live. Meanwhile, the person stays. This is how crazy carnists are. Do you not see how ignorant you are? Do you know how crazy, how brainwashed? Guys, if you don't want to be here, yeah, leave. But you're here for a reason. You're here because you're smart. You are here because you're curious. It's one of the best traits that you can have. You're curious. You want to learn. Yeah, stay and learn. Stay and be good. And also, by the way, you can teach. When you know something, a fact about veganism, teach it in the comments. All right, let me see just for a second here. If I can see anybody that I know. Oh, guys, it's going too fast. Oh, here's something. Somebody told a lie. This person said plants feel pain when they don't. So I'm going to also hide this user on the channel. This person will never, ever be able to communicate with all of us ever again. Because when you lie, you do a bad thing. You teach the children things that are not true. So do not do that. Write the truth that animals feel pain and plants don't. Eat zucchini. I saw someone right. Good job. Guys, keep on tapping and make sure you put a super chat in if you really want me to read it, okay? Because it's going fast. Meanwhile, I'm over here on TikTok. All right, thanks, by the way. 2,500 of you guys are watching. And over here on TikTok, we have 1,200. Guys, we're saving the world together. We are going to help so many animals today. You see, every single time I do lives, hundreds of people become vegan. Then they go home. And they tell their families and their friends. And then hundreds more become vegan. We are changing the world. And I'm very proud of you for being here. Here is your card. Hand on your heart.
All right, thank you. I, Erin.
Oh, wait, don't forget to read the title because the people on YouTube can't see the card. Okay, read everything.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Also, by the way, a lot of people are listening while they're doing the dishes. They kind of listen to it like a radio show. So they can't see what's going on. All right. Like when I listen all day, I listen to also live streams. I'm like, cleaning up, sweeping, putting away my laundry. I go to the bathroom in the middle, just like all the stuff everyone does. I'm brushing my teeth. Like a lot of people are multitasking. So by the way, if that's something that you're thinking, oh my God, I have stuff to do, just bring me with you and just listen, but do some work, even stretching. Right? Like I listen to live streams like this half the time. I'm like stretching. I'm like going like this and I'm touching my toes. I've got some weights over here. I take these kettle bar things here, and I'm just like listening and I'm going like this. I'm listening to other people's live streams. I'm just exercising. Multitask so that you stay strong. All right? Just an idea. Hold on. Put these back here. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep saying you're going to read and then I do something else. Okay. Yeah, read the whole thing now.
My vegan promise. No more dairy. I, Erin Rose, promise to stop consuming all dairy products because I don't want to be cruel to cows. Since I learned that dairy industry is a cycle of kidnapping, sexual assault, and torture, enslavement, and murder, I no longer want to buy anything that comes from there. I prefer to be kind, so I'll only choose vegan options from now on.
Wonderful. Very good. I'm proud of you. Good job. Thank you very much for coming to our live stream today. I really appreciate you. Guys, let's tap on the screen and say thank you to this wonderful person who was vegan fantastic, not vegan phobic. Some people come in here and are cruel. Some people come in here and are curious and kind. And those are the people we want, the kind people. All right, guys? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I have a super chat. Let me read it before it goes. The turquoise ones don't stay that long. Okay, hi. Okay, Koi Tolman writes, I'm vegan myself. I live in Boulder, Colorado. And you are so much more enjoyable when you are kind. Ah, fuck off. I'm just kidding. I'm always kind. I just hate animal abuse. Right? It's normal. When you see somebody hurting somebody, you're going to get angry. I mean, come on. LeBron James writes, $4.99. Just had a tasty animal. Oh, that's not nice. Why are you writing that? By the way, more animals are put down for your crop. No, you're wrong. Don't tell a lie. All right, thank you for the $4.99 donation, but don't do that again if you're going to lie. You see, there are lots of crops that are grown, and 75% of the soy and corn is grown to feed the animals that you eat, which is highly ineffective. It is not good for the environment. It is not good to eat animal products, and it is terrible for your own health and for the animals. So if you actually want less animals to accidentally die during harvesting, be vegan. Eat the plants directly. Do not filter them through animals first. Okay, let me repeat that. Okay, what you wrote here is you're saying that animals are put down for the crops. It's not true. If we, the whole world, became vegan, we would free up so much land. 75% of the land right now taken up by animal agriculture. Do you know that they cut down the Amazon rainforest to grow crops, to feed animals? Now, according to the second law of thermodynamics, this is highly inefficient because when you're feeding the cows, for the first long time, they're walking around, they're growing, they're taking these calories in, and they're also expending them. They're breathing, they're making poop, they're making pee. It is much better to be vegan, okay? Next one here. Another super chat. This is a $5 donation. Thank you so much, by the way. Prim Vibs. Guys, here on TikTok, I haven't forgotten about you. Hold on. Thanks for tapping on the screen, guys. Thank you for the little decorations. Oh, 21 people just came out as gay. That's okay. Except this is not the place, okay? We're coming out as vegan, right? Look at all the beautiful colors here. All right, think about all the different vegan foods. No rodeo hats on my head to talk. All right, hold on, guys. I noticed that a bunch of you guys just subscribed. Thank you. I'm going to read some of your names out loud. Who do we have here? Oh, thank you for following me. Thank you for following me, Abigail. Jamio, thanks. Heroic something. Addie is here following. Thank you. Izzy, Haley, Georgie, Annabelle, Carson. Thanks all of you guys for following me. Thank you for being here. Roxy. Hey, Simon just joined. Hi, Simon. Hold on. All right, so over here on my YouTube channel, it says, teach, I'm partial vegan. What? Thanks, TikTok. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the big pink heart on the screen. Guys, tap and say, look, by the way, if you want to get to the top of the screen, you have to put, no, I'm not letting any of you cowboys in, okay? So just don't even bother with the rodeo hats. I don't want rodeo hats. I don't support the cruelty to horses and to cows. Hey, thank you for the heart. Thank you very much. Hold on, guys. I just have to read this super chat, and I'll be right back with you guys on TikTok. This person writes, teach. Okay, you don't have a capital letter at the beginning of your sentence. And teach is a verb. Like, you're telling me to teach? You're saying, teach, I'm partial vegan, so sorry. What? I don't know what you're saying. Unless you're trying to say, like, teacher, and then with a comma, like you're addressing it to me. That might be what you're trying to do here. I don't know. Guys, there's 1,800 of you guys. Can you figure out this super chat here? Teach, I'm partial vegan, so sorry, but be careful, FYL, of people threatening your stream to eat tons of animals. What do you mean? People are always threatening to eat tons of animals, but we're going to eat twice as much tofu, so none of them will make a difference. Okay, literally, the person named Prim Vibs, okay, be vegan. Start now. Come back and put a better comment than this, okay? Write a proper sentence and just write this. Right? Dear Miss Katie, thank you for your live stream. I am vegan too. Okay, something like that. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, another super chat for $2.99. This person writes, say my name, please, and are potatoes bad? Okay, potatoes doesn't need an apostrophe because nothing is belonging to the potatoes. Okay, it's potatoes just with an S, no apostrophe. Okay, and at the end, you have to put a question mark if you're asking a question. Let's remember, okay? Don't just let the computer do all the work for you. You have to learn to think for yourself and write the sentences. Okay, you want me to say your name. Your friend is gay. That's your name? Okay, very strange name. Okay, go vegan. Potatoes are good for you. Somebody says, I process 130K chickens a night, 600,000 a week. It's good pay. Well, I know that this job pays you well, but you have to live with yourself, and what you're doing is absolutely horrific, right? You should be vegan. You should do another job. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. You know what the best thing you could do, actually? You should start going undercover and filming what's going on there. Yeah. You should, but very, very carefully, okay? And then put your footage out on YouTube and on TikTok and say, guys, I work at this facility. Here's what actually happens, and show it. Okay, get yourself, invest in one of those cameras where you have like, they can put a little hole in your shirt or something and this little tiny camera there, or in a cap or something, and film. You can change the world. You are right inside this facility. People don't know what goes on, all right? Okay, you can really, seriously, I want you to look it up, Google it, and say, how do I do undercover investigation? I work at a plant that kills chickens all day, and I want to tell people what happens. And then I want you to start to connect to them and join a vegan community and stop working there, okay? You're going to have an amazing story to tell. You're going to be such a great animal rights activist, really, because you've been in there, all right? Be kinder, be good. Okay, somebody says, I'm a dairy farmer. Okay, well, you should stop that. Stop hurting the cows. They don't belong to you. Next person says, I transitioned to fully vegan over the past year. Yes. Guys, on TikTok, let's tap like crazy on the screen. We have somebody who just declared that they are vegan. This is the kind of person we want to hear from, right? It's going to inspire you. A person's been vegan. And they write, I was wondering, how long have you been vegan? Lots of love. Oh, I've been vegan for, I'll show you. I have a card just for that. Can you see that? I'll let somebody on TikTok read it out loud. Okay, this is the next person on the list.
Hello.
Hello. Are you one of the people who put a rodeo hat on my head, or are you kind?
I am not. I am one of the people who was sitting in the hard hands.
Okay, great. Just make sure you're sitting somewhere quietly because I hear some wind or something. That has to stop.
Sorry, I'll turn that off now. Stop there. Is that better?
Yes, that's much better. All right, are you ready to read this card? Somebody over on my YouTube channel just asked, when was my vegan declaration day? Can you read this, please?
Happy Vegan Declaration Day. Name, Miss Katie. Date, June 27, 2016.
Yeah.
Vegan teacher.
That's right. So I have been vegan. It's going to be 10 years in June. And you guys can all pick your own vegan declaration day. A few people have declared that they're going to be vegan already today. Everywhere around the world, when I do live streams, people become vegan. So I would like you to join that club too if you're not vegan yet. Are you?
Well, in my younger years, so I used to eat meat a lot, but after I've watched a lot of your videos, and it's helped me to become a vegan that I am right now.
So you are vegan. Good.
Yes.
Congratulations on a wonderful choice. So you no longer eat any animals. Let's tap on the screen, everyone. Everyone tap on the screen. Let's get this number up. We're at 129,000 likes. And if you guys want to come in and to talk to me next, put a decoration on the screen here on TikTok. If you put some dancing fruit in, or these, I don't know which ones, but somehow, what did you put? The hand hearts that made you go to the top of the list?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Would you like to read a card?
Yes, please.
All right. So here's a card for you to read. Question number 18. Please read the whole thing.
Circle of Life questions. Question 18. But if we don't eat pigs, cows, and chickens, won't they overpopulate the planet? No, because farm animals are bred by humans to meet demand. If demand for meat decreases, so will their populations.
Okay. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah. The less that we buy, the less they put on the shelves. The more tofu we buy, the more tofu they put on the shelves. The more lentils we buy, the more lentils they put on the shelves. Eventually, no meat will be in the grocery stores. There will not be a morgue section of the grocery store. There will not be a cemetery section of the grocery store. Hey, thank you for the puppy on the screen. Thank you for the puppy with the farts that look like hearts. Thank you for the puppy with the hearts that look like farts. That was cute. All right, thank you for reading this. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I was just gonna ask you if you have any tips for some of my other friends who are also wanting to become vegan.
Well, you can just Google that online. You know, there's like literally thousands of tips. I mean, I have so many. I have lists of them. I'll usually put them in the comment section of my videos. You know what? Just Google it yourself. Make your own list from research and then start to teach your friends. Okay, tips about recipes, tips about how to stay vegan when you're out, you know, eating before you leave the house, bringing with you some nuts and some dates to fill you up in case you're stuck somewhere. Bring your own water bottle in case you're thirsty, and so you don't end up buying cow's milk or something like that. All right, there's tons of them. Thank you very, very much. I really, really appreciate you being here. Guys, tap on the screen as a way to say thank you. All right, this one says, makes sense you are vegan since all the stuff you say is bullshit. Enjoy being so wrong. Your tofu. Okay, first of all, this is a run-on sentence. You need some periods and commas in order for people to be able to understand what you're saying. Okay, so LeBron James, I guess you're afraid to be vegan. Is that it? Listen, all you have to do is be brave. Okay, do you think I'm braver than you? You know, I've just been brave enough to say to everyone, look, I don't want to hurt animals anymore. I don't care what you guys do. This is what I'm doing. I don't care if you tell me I should stop being vegan. I don't care if you're mean to me. I'm going to keep doing the right thing. LeBron James, you should be kinder. You should be braver. You should be more fair. I know you don't want to hurt animals, so just stop. Stop hurting them. I mean, this is just ridiculous. You actually paid $9.99 to try to encourage people to keep being cruel to animals. It's so silly. Come on, LeBron. You can do better than that. What else did you write here? Okay, the tofu is not chemically processed. Tofu is just literally soybeans mashed up. What is this? So they don't eat the crops? No. All of the crops that we eat, unless there are organic, they have some sort of pesticides on them, but that has nothing to do with ending the exploitation of animals. You are paying people, if you're eating bacon, to put 6-month-old baby pigs into gas chambers in the same way that the Nazis murdered the Jews. We all know it's wrong, right, TikTok? Thank you, guys. Oh, thank you for subscribing, guys. Oh, thank you very much, Michael, for subscribing. Thanks for following me. Hey, Karen, thanks for subscribing. Hi, Callum. Thank you very much for subscribing. If you want me to read your question, you have to put in some decorations on the screen so it goes up because it just goes too fast, okay? And what else you write here? Okay, anyway, we don't want you to hurt pigs anymore. You can do better, okay, LeBron James? I don't want you to hurt pigs. Don't eat bacon. You can do it. Just simply don't bring it in your house. Don't put it in your shopping cart, okay? Bacon is not yours. Animals don't belong to you. Be a better man. Be a good man. All men protect animals from bullies. They don't bully them. Right now, LeBron, you are a bully, and I don't want you to do that anymore. Don't come back and put a super chat on here unless you're planning to be kind in the future. We have next super chat. This is for £5, and this person writes, please, people don't have to be vegan. Yes, they do. People do have to be vegan. You have to be vegan if you want to consider yourself a kind person. Good people are striving to not cut the heads off of innocent animals. So if you want to be a good person, you have to not hurt animals, because bad people hurt animals. To be a good person, you must strive to be vegan. So you're wrong about that, Axolot. Everybody has to be vegan. And everybody will. It's just a matter of time. Hey, thanks for the decorations, Cov. Thank you very much. Guys, I hope you guys are getting your clicks. I see that a bunch of you guys are. Oh, thank you for saying you're going to be vegan, Peter. Thank you. Who else is saying that? Who else just subscribed? Aw, thank you very much, Natalie, for following me. Let me see who else is following me. Hold on, I'm going to check a little bit. If you follow me right now over here, I'm going to read your names out loud because I want to thank you very much. Let me see. Oh, it's going fast. If you follow, Mia followed. Thank you, Mia. Mickey, Ross, thanks for following me. Anya, thank you for following me. Yasmin, thank you for following me. And the person whose name is K, like the letter K. Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you, Sophie Grace, for following me. And you guys over here, oh, I have another super chat on my YouTube channel. Guys, I have 2 cameras if you're just joining me. Thank you very much for being here. We have somebody here named Hugo. Hugo, you're from Australia. Guys, you have someone from Australia here. I can tell because beside the money, beside the $7.99, there's a letter A. And that's Australian money. Hope I'm right. And Hugo writes, this is the biggest load of bullshit. Where are you? Are you in the middle of a field right now? I would like to see a big load of bullshit. I think it would be really cool. Yeah. How big is it? Where are you in the world? You said Australia. Are you on some sort of a factory farm, though? That's sad. Unless, I don't know, what kind of a bull are you looking at? Hopefully the bull is free and happy. So you're saying this is the biggest load of bullshit. Okay. Well, describe it. Put another super chat in and tell us how big is it? Like the load of bullshit that you're looking at. Is it this big? Like, is it this big? Is it this big? Thank you so much, Hugo, for telling us about the biggest load of bullshit. Let's go over here again to number. Oh, this is somebody named Dan. Guys, you have somebody named Dan here. And Dan writes, we don't have to be. You don't have to be what? Dan writes he doesn't have to be. Maybe you mean vegan, I don't know. My choices are mine alone. I have the freedom to make those choices. I choose to consume animals. I choose to be a fucking asshole. That's what you decided? All right. All right, you do you. But don't come running to me for help. You know I'm a nurse, right? You know that animals are not good for you. If you eat them, you have a larger chance of getting cancer, strokes, type 2 diabetes, heart attacks, high cholesterol. And I make it my policy not to revive people who die if they have animals in their intestines, because it is my duty to not revive somebody who's going to keep killing other people. For example, let's say Epstein hadn't already died, right? And Epstein has a heart attack in front of me. If Epstein had a heart attack in front of me, as a registered nurse, I would think to myself, I wonder if I should do CPR on Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein. Do you think that I should revive Jeffrey Epstein if he had had a heart attack in front of me, knowing how many individuals he hurt? Yeah. A lot of young women were hurt because of Jeffrey Epstein. But also, think about how many innocent animals passed through his intestines that he shit out into the toilet. You see, me as a registered nurse, if Epstein had a heart attack in front of me, I would not revive him. I would let God's work take its toll, like take its root. That's right. I would just say, oh well, that's good. One less person to cause harm to children, because Jeffrey Epstein was a horrible individual, and one less person to harm animals. Let's go to the next person here. Okay. This person says, being selective in a job like that is insanely illegal. No, it's not actually, because my religion tells me not to hurt individuals. So if the person is already dead in front of me, had a heart attack and died, I would not revive that person, because it is my duty not to revive criminals, people who are going to go on and hurt others. Now, I've done CPR on hundreds of people throughout my career. I was a nurse for 25 years before becoming a school teacher. And I used to do CPR on all kinds of people. And if you've ever done CPR on someone, it is physically exhausting. So this woman was massive. She was huge. She was eating all kinds of animals, continually paying to exploit them. And when it was time, when she had her heart attack, And the code red is called, we all run in there. And my job was to, because I'm very flexible and I'm strong and fast, my job was to climb on top of the bed and start to do CPR on her. And I did it. And I did it with all my might. I did it and did it and did it. I did it. And you know you're supposed to do it to the song, staying alive, staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. And I revived all kinds of people. And then what happened? Once they were better, sitting up in their chairs, they were back to eating animals. And I thought to myself, what I just did, reviving this person who is so cruel to others, that was unethical. It's not ethical to revive somebody who you know is going to hurt others. That's why I would not revive Epstein, and this is why I would not revive people who deliberately hurt animals. Now, let me be clear. If somebody eats animals and they don't yet know, like let's say it's a child, or somebody who has just really never thought about it, that's different because they have a chance to become vegan. But the people like Epstein in the world, or people like you, Dan, you've been watching my channel for a while. You know how awful it is. You know that the baby pigs are killed at 6 months old in gas chambers, and yet you still continue to exploit them. So Dan, if you were to drop dead in front of me, and I know how to do CPR, I'm very good at it, I wouldn't revive you, Dan. I just wouldn't, because you're cruel. So I want you to change. I want you to be vegan. I want you to stop hurting animals so that if I see something happen to you, I will be so willing and happy to save your life. Okay, Dan? Be a good man. Dan, you should be a good man. Good men don't hurt animals. Good men don't bully them. Good men protect animals from people who do. Today's the first day. You can do it. You can be kind.
Every day's a new day.
Dan,
To learn,
you can learn to be kind.
discover your empathy.
Dan, you can be
Every
kind.
day's a new day.
Mm-hmm.
To learn and to be
Get with me. One more time, Dan. Be vegan.
Every day's a new day.
Don't hurt anyone.
To learn, to discover your empathy. Every day's a new day. To learn and to be vegan with me.
All right, Dan? So just to sum up, Dan, just to make sure to drive this point home to you, all right? If you knew that someone had a heart attack in front of you and that they had just raped a child, just like me, you would not start to revive that person. You would say to yourself, what a stroke of luck that is, right? So stop being a hypocrite and be vegan from now on. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. Let me see what else is written here. You love Epstein. I don't know who you're saying this about. Who are you talking to, this person? But I'm just gonna mute you here because I don't think you're helping anything at all. Okay, hide. So you're hidden, right? Whoever just is writing this stuff about loving Epstein. Epstein was a horrible person. And I'm quite happy he's not here anymore. Also, all the people who hurt animals, if they're gone, all the better. We have more chance of liberating everyone. I hate racism. I hate cruelty. I like fairness. This person's name is Torn and gives a $10 donation. And this person writes, I'm vegan. I'm at high stroke risk and used to take vegan meds. What are vegan meds? Why are you at a high stroke risk if you're vegan? I'm starting to not believe you, but let's see. I'm pregnant, and the only pregnancy-safe I think you mean anticoagulant, because you wrote anticoagulant. I think you mean anticoagulant isn't vegan. Which one is that? The only pregnancy anticoagulant. Let's research that and see. All right? I guess you're talking about, I'm going to research it because we see if we're talking about heparin. Maybe something's changed. Let's see. Are there anticoagulant that pregnant women can take? Let's change that. Let me just make sure I clarify that vegan women can take. It's important. Okay, yes, pregnant women can take anticoagulants. Heparin, most common and safest for pregnancy. Just like I said, heparin is the one that we use most at the hospital. There are standards of them. Are they vegan? It's traditionally derived from pig mucosa, but not anymore. Let me see here. Warfarin. If someone's actually posted this, it's important to have a discussion with their doctor. Let's see, warfarin is another one, synthetic, not animal derived. It crosses the placenta. But okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to keep reading all of these different types of anticoagulants, but here's the thing. You, as a vegan, if you need to take any kind of medicine to survive, you're allowed to do it. Okay? Because vegan means that you don't exploit animals unnecessarily. If you have to take something to survive, it's okay. I'm not going to make you feel bad. I don't want you or your baby to be harmed. All right? So do what you have to do. Take whatever medication you need. Okay? The person named Torn Down, you can do it. Go and do some research. Work with your doctor. Do your best. That's all. Just do your best. You have a right to live. I wish I knew your name. I don't know why your name is called Torn Down. But anyway, thank you for the super chat. Right? Just remember, you don't have to suffer. You're allowed to be vegan and you're allowed to survive. All right? Just like we're all allowed to live. We don't have to sacrifice our own lives in order to be vegan. Thank you guys all for being here. Thank you very much for this. If anybody else wants to say something about this subject, you are free to do so. Let's continue on here and go to the next person over here. So person's name is Coy.
Guys, we have somebody named Dan here, and Dan writes.
Hi, Miss Katie.
Hi, Coy. You ready to read a card?
I am ready to read a card. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm hearing the echo, so you're going to have to move away.
I have the freedom
Sounds good. Give
to
me
make
one moment.
those choices. I choose to consume.
Okay, I'm just going to have to remove you because you have an echo going from like ages ago. It's so strange. Try to come back if you want to. Thank you over here on my YouTube channel. A person named Dan writes, your ideals aren't law. You have a duty, just like I do to my country. If you don't revive me, the Navy docks will. I don't have a duty to revive you at all. I don't. I don't have a duty to, if you are dead, to bring you back to life. I have a duty to take care of you if you're alive, and that I would do. But if you died, and I knew that you were an animal abuser or an abuser of children, I would not revive you. There, now you know. That's my stance. Oh, here's another super chat. This person writes, 2 things. Firstly, your medical license would be revoked if you refuse to save someone's life just because they do things that you don't like. That's your job. No, it's not. That's not my job. My job is to be kind and not revive people who kill. I would not do it. I simply would not do it. If somebody hurt you or somebody you love, I want you to picture this, somebody that you love was killed, hurt, raped, pinned down, their milk stolen, and that person had a heart attack from eating animals right in front of me, I would not revive that person. Why should I revive somebody who I know is going to continue to harm others? That's unethical. That's my view. Because for years, I saved all kinds of people's lives who then went on to keep harming. And I have never stopped feeling guilty about it. I did CPR on lots of people, revived lots of people, and I'm not doing it anymore. Thanks for your comment. Let's see what the rest of it says. Pesticides harm animals. We've already been over this multiple times. Pesticides are on multiple crops, and if you actually care about the animals and the crops, you will be vegan. Stop eating animals because you are putting so many resources, so many plants into the animals. And instead, you should filter them not through animals, but just yourself. Don't produce crops and filter them through the animals because it takes up huge amounts of land. And according to the second law of thermodynamics, where energy is consistently lost when you go up the ladder that way, you will be doing harm to the animals, the planet, and to all of humans. Just be vegan. Don't hurt animals. It's as simple as that. All right, so the person named Dabunk, right? Here's the thing. Be vegan. If you have a heart attack, I'll revive you. If I see you kicking cats, if I see you cutting the heads off of pigs, if I see you cutting the heads off of chickens, I'm not going to revive you if you die in front of me. I'm going to be like, I'm not reviving this guy. Why would I do that? So you can continue to kill? No. Those are my moral standards. That's my code. All right, let's go to the next person here. Somebody named Fionn or something. Fionn.
Hi, vegan teacher. So, I do have quite a lot of questions to ask you. Is it fair if I ask you all of them?
Okay. Thank you for being here. First of all, you're going to have to open your mouth and pronounce things really clearly so I can hear you. But first, you have to read a card to educate people. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Here is a card for you to read.
I'm from Ireland, so you might not understand my accent fully.
Here's what I heard.
I can't see the card.
Hold on. Here's what I heard. I'm from Ireland, so you might not understand my accent, blah, blah. What was the last word you said?
That's all I said.
There was another word, but anyway. All right. So just say what you mean, okay? No filler words, okay? Please read this.
If everyone at a vegan plant exclusive diet...
No, it doesn't say at. It doesn't say at. It says ate, if they ate.
Okay, right.
If everyone
ate a vegan plant exclusive diet, we would help save the planet because we would reduce the amount of land we use for our algae culture by 75%.
Okay, so this word is agriculture.
Agriculture.
By 75%. Okay.
By 75%.
Okay. So can you repeat what you just read in your own words?
What do you mean?
Just say in your own words what you just read. You read a sentence, just say it back to me.
I can't remember. I'm not that smart,
Okay, so why should I talk to you then? If I say a sentence, you're not going to remember.
Because I have questions.
Yeah, but you're not going to listen to the answer because you're not even listening to yourself. So let's do this card again, okay? Because you need to know what you're reading. You're a teacher now. You are a teaching assistant, right? So it's just one sentence. Read it so you can remember it.
What's the word I got stuck on last time, on the last line?
Agriculture.
Okay. If everyone ate a vegan plant exclusive diet, we would help save the planet because we would reduce the amount of land we use for agriculture by 75%.
Right. So 75%. So if this is all of the land that we use for agriculture, meaning all of the crops that we grow to feed to the animals, we would reduce the amount of agricultural land by 75%. So if this is all of it, we would reduce it by 75%. So we'd take all this away. We would be able to save all of this land and turn it back into forests, rewilding it, making it beautiful passages for people to walk in. So we would need a lot less land. A lot less animals would be harmed. Okay?
Can I ask you a
do,
few of my questions?
okay, do you understand what I just said?
So what inspired you to come?
Do you understand what I just said? What you just
Yeah.
what you just read? Okay, so pretend you're teaching this now to your parents, okay? You're going to go and you're going to explain this fact to your parents. Okay? Talk about it.
So-
Say it in your own words. Say, "Mom and Dad, I just learned a really cool random vegan fact." Right?
Okay, Mom and Dad, I just learned a really cool vegan fact. So if we would stop all the agriculture, then we would have 75% of like more land and stuff.
All right.
And
Fair
more
enough.
forests and
Yeah, we would use a lot less land if we stopped filtering the plants through the cows and the pigs first and just phase them out over time.
yeah, so can I ask you a question?
Okay.
What inspired you to become vegan?
I didn't want to be an asshole.
Yeah, and also, so what if a kid was choking or having like a heart attack or whatever, and they weren't vegan? Would you save them if
Yeah.
they were just a kid?
Yes, I would save them because they don't know better.
But you wouldn't save an adult.
I wouldn't save an adult who I know has been eating meat their whole life and knew what happens to the animals. I would save anyone who is innocent. But if somebody I know who is eating animals repeatedly, and they know how much the animals suffer on factory farms, they know that they are tortured from the moment they're born until the moment that they die. If that person died in front of me, I would not revive that person because that is an evil person who I know will wake up and continue to murder and pay for the violence and the exploitation and the suffering of the innocent. It's my moral duty to not revive somebody who's cruel.
Okay, but what if the kid was 12 or something, and he was, ever since he could walk, he was kicking animals and abusing them? Would you save them?
If this kid was kicking animals and hurting animals and died in front of me and I could revive him, no, I wouldn't revive him.
Okay.
I will not revive a psychopath. I will not let somebody continue to live. Look, the person's already dead, right? So I'm not interfering with nature. Nature, for some reason, if this kid died in front of me, I would simply not do anything to help that person live if they are evil.
Okay, and then I have
What would you do? What would you do?
I would save them.
You would save the person. Okay. So do you have any pets?
Yeah, I have two.
Okay. What are they? Cats or dogs?
They're 2 dogs, 1 German Shepherd and a Bedlington Whippet.
Okay. So you have 2 dogs. So
Yeah.
let's say there's a 12-year-old who's been killing cats and dogs around your neighborhood. And one time your animals were in the yard or whatever, and this person came up to them and took a knife and stabbed your dog in the eye and in the throat, and then started to eat your dog. And then this person died in front of you, just died in the backyard, right? After having killed your dogs. What you're telling me is that you would run to call 911 and say, "Oh my God, this person died." And you would want them to come and save this person. Am I hearing that correct?
Yeah, and then they would get sent to jail, and whenever they get out, I would make them suffer.
How would you make them suffer?
They would be in jail to
But
suffer.
Wait, you said when they get out of jail, you would make them suffer. Why would you make them suffer?
For killing my dogs.
Okay, but that doesn't make sense because if the person died, this 12-year-old evil psychopath died,
He's still a kid. He's still a kid. He has so much more life in front of him.
But you want him to suffer?
Yes, because he killed.
Okay, so you want to revive him, put him in jail, and when he gets out of jail, then you want to torture him. You want him to suffer after that.
Yeah,
How is that going to help him to be a good person if you keep hurting him?
because he kept hurting other dogs and animals and all that stuff.
Okay, well, why not just let him be dead if he died anyway? You're actually very cruel then. See, to me, I'm simply saying if the person died and they were cruel, that I simply would not revive them. But you're saying is no.
Yeah, but that's
You're saying no. Let's revive them. It's called 911. Let's get them all fixed up. This 12-year-old evil psychopath who's just killed your dogs. And you're saying that
because
you
he's a kid.
Right, because he's a kid. And because he's a kid, you want to revive him, put him in jail, and then when he gets out, you want to torture him, be mean to him because he
Yeah.
hurt your dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not just forgive him?
Because he can't just murder and then not do that. At least I'm not being a murderer. I'm actually giving him a chance to live since he's a child.
Right. You think he would like to live while you beat the shit out of him. I find it very strange. Thanks a lot for your opinion, but sounds pretty cruel to me. Because if you've revived this person, hopefully, I was hoping what you were going to say is, look, I would put him in therapy. I would try to help him. I would give him lots of love. I would help him to connect with the animals in a loving way. But that's not what you did. You want to get revenge. You see, I'm simply saying that if the animals, if an animal abuser died in front of me, I would not want to revive them. Very interesting, though. Thank you for your response. What about you guys? Curious. Very strange. This person wants to revive somebody so that he can torture them. Hi.
Hello, Miss Katie. How are you?
Good, thanks. Where are you in the world?
I am living in Austria.
Okay, cool. Are you ready to read a vegan fact?
I am, yes.
All right, cool. Let me just see what we have here. Okay, here's vegan fact number 21. Guys, thank you for you being here. If you want to put a super chat on the screen, if you want me absolutely to read what you've written, let me know if you agree with me or disagree with me. Curious. Koi, here is your card to read.
Yes, that's perfect. Alrighty. Question number 21. Won't we become iron deficient without red meat? Answer. Plenty of plant foods like lentils, spinach, and fortified cereals are rich in iron. Vitamin C also helps enhance iron absorption, so doctors recommend making a delicious vegan smoothie each morning with banana, a huge handful of spinach, and a few pineapple and mango pieces mixed in. That sounds so lovely. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's great.
It does sound lovely. I agree.
Yeah, it sounds so great. Oh my gosh, like now my mouth is watering, honestly.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds so good, Miss Katie. Oh my gosh, yeah.
So, Koi,
I love it.
do you have anything you'd like to teach the class today? Do you know any vegan facts, or do you want to encourage people?
No, I think that everything that you do is like fantastic. I think that like what you are trying to advocate for other people is really great, and I'm just like so sorry that some people just like give you a really hard time, but I'm 100% all with you. I'm vegan myself.
How long have you been vegan?
I think it's just like super cool to be vegan, and I don't know, like some other people like just have an issue with it, and that's their own problem. And
What made you decide to be vegan?
I became vegan. Oh gosh, when did I become vegan? I became vegan in 2000, I think it was like 2019.
And why?
Right before COVID.
Okay, and why did you become vegan?
I became vegan because I just realized that like I could not, the grocery stores, the whole thing with just like, I mean, I like watched a lot of like documentaries, and I just knew that it was just like sickening to me. I don't like how baby chicks are treated. I don't like how like little baby pigs are treated. I don't like how people like take the milk from cows. I just think it's disgusting to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it is something that we're buying, and like we're just like we're used to just buying, and that's okay. And I don't like it. I think it's gross. I totally think it's disgusting.
All right. Well, very cool. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you.
Yeah, totally.
Not being
I appreciate
not
you too.
not being a bully. And let me just go and see if I can see something here. I'm going to see your account. What I see here. So your name is Coy Dillon,
Yep.
and you said I told myself I'd never get this app, and here we are.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
Coy, I noticed that there's no sign of you being vegan here on your side. Why is that? Because I was about to follow you, like if it said proud to be vegan or animal defender. Maybe you could get rid of the sentence that you wrote about here you are on TikTok and instead write something like don't eat cats or cows. And then I would have been like,
No, I
okay.
think that's right.
Hmm?
I think that you are right. And I didn't realize like that was, something that, you were like thinking. It's just something that I've been doing. And so I don't know. I mean, I guess, I think that's a good place to start. I didn't.
Yeah, just change what you've written there so that you will attract more vegans into your life. And so you will also be a teacher. Every time somebody sees any comment of yours, your name should reflect that. Like right now, your name is actually written just Coy Dillon. Why don't you call yourself Coy Dillon Animal Defender? Like something like that.
Yeah. No, I totally will. And,
Okay.
And I'm actually from Boulder, Colorado. And I don't know if you know anything about Boulder, but there's a really big vegan population here in Colorado.
Awesome.
And then there's also like a really big vegetarian, and I know like that is just like a completely different story, which like we just like don't want to get into.
Right.
Obviously that's just not appropriate, and that's just not something we find cute. But there's a really good, just like liberal and progressive population here. And so that's where I'm from right now, but I live in Austria at the moment.
Okay. So you're in the same time zone as me. I'm here in Italy.
I know I didn't. Yeah, okay,
Okay.
so yeah, now you're back in Italy. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
All right. Well, look, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go back and forth, but yeah.
Cool.
Thank you for coming. I really do
Yeah.
appreciate you being a kind and decent vegan man. It's really great to see that people like you exist. Guys, I want you to follow him, and I'm sure that he's going to change his name to have a vegan name so that people can find him. All of you guys here, if you ever need some help, it's all available online. You guys on YouTube, thank you for being here. You can always Google vegan recipes and come back and teach vegan facts. It's like I used to tell my kindergarten students. If you know how to tie your shoes, you can teach somebody how to tie their shoes. If you know that plants have protein, then teach somebody that. If you see that somebody says, I can't be vegan because I don't know where to get protein, just tell them plants have protein. And one little tip is that lentils have 18 grams of protein per cup. So lentils are a great thing to eat on a regular basis, as are beans and chickpeas and peanut butter toast and all kinds of different things. I get loads of protein with my breakfast. I have oatmeal with chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds, wheat germ, all kinds of amazing healthy foods, including lots of fruit on there. So guys, I want to thank you very much for being here. I do have to run because I have to go to visit somebody in a hospital who is a meat eater and who is old and who might perish, might die. And this person is surrounded by nurses and doctors. And if something happens, I'm sure that they will do their best. Personally, I won't be intervening. If this person dies, I won't be helping this person to revive, because even though this is a family member who is elderly, I have spoken to him multiple times and said, you're hurting animals, right? And he's like, I don't care. I'm like, okay. I said, you might get cancer. You might have a heart attack. You might have a stroke. It's also not good for you. He said, I don't care. Yeah, so that's where we're at. So we're going to go and see this family friend who in all other ways. Seems to be an all right person, but you know, if you're being fueled by corpses and whatever you do in your life, it'll never ever make up for the fact that you've hurt so many animals. So be vegan right now as much as you can. Be as vegan as possible. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thank you. Oh, it's going a little bit slower here. 1 second. I just want to read a couple of your comments. Somebody wrote Lebron. Somebody says that we should eat vegan food. Good job. This person says that they want me to, this person says she's a killer. I don't know who's a killer. I don't believe in killing. I also don't believe in reviving people who are killers. This person writes, spam Lebron. What's that mean? Who's Lebron? Why are we spamming Lebron? Don't know what you mean. What else is this person writing? Somebody says, should respect every soul, even if their mind is wicked. I don't believe in that. I'm not going to respect people who are cruel. Respect is earned. Do we have to tolerate them on the planet? Yes. But do I respect them? No. Respect is earned based on how you see the person acting in the world. What else do we have? Somebody writes LOL. Somebody says, I like cows. It's juicy. Okay, so you are going to be removed from the channel. Okay, because you're just being cruel on purpose. Congratulations. You will now never have to ever interact with me again. Nobody will ever read your comments going forward. Let's see who else wants to be banned. Let's see. Somebody says, is Netflix vegan? I think so. Netflix is not on purpose hurting animals. Somebody's asking me if I'm gay. No, I'm bisexual, but I'm married, and I'm happily married and monogamous. Person writes, what if someone has an eating disorder? Well, if you have an eating disorder, stay vegan. You don't have to hurt animals. Your eating disorder is not the fault of any animals. For example, okay, if you have an eating disorder, you don't need to eat dogs. You don't need to eat dogs. If you have an eating disorder, you don't need to eat cats. And you don't need to eat anyone. Your eating disorder can be solved by using your mind and just decide that you are going to be kind from now on. Now remember, veganism is against the exploitation of animals. You do have a right to survive. But it's amazing how many people say, I have an eating disorder, so I have to go to McDonald's. No, you don't. Your eating disorders are, for the most part, in your mind. It's you not being able to control your mind. If there's a physical problem, seek out a vegan doctor who will help you. Plenty of vegan doctors are out there who are able to give you solutions. Find ways to feed you that don't involve cruelty. All right? Hope this helps. Somebody says, lambs are juicy and tender. So this person named Lush, you're going to get banned forever. Goodbye. Now you can't comment anymore. Well, you can comment, but nobody else will see it except you. All right. Who else do we have here? We have somebody named Caden. But you know what, guys? I realize I do have to go. All right. But I'll do another live stream in a little while, in a few hours. Okay. So if you haven't yet subscribed, press the notification bell so you don't miss any videos going forward.